If you ever have sex with a person of a different nationality, better do your best, because the reputation of the whole country might be at stake. Well, it does sound hilarious, however, in reality it may be a serious affair. Isn't that how we apply our judgment for persons of different nationalities? Different nationalities often display varied traits in terms of their physical, mental, emotional, and social build-up, whereas people from different countries also display different attitudes and level of skills. So is a nation the same as country? And can the two terms be used interchangeably? Let's talk about nation first. A nation is usually referred to a stable community or a race of people with shared history, culture, language, and traditions. A country, on the other hand, has two more aspects to it: geography and self-governance. Hence, a nation with its own bordered land and government can be called a country or a sovereign state. In other words, a nation, or desh as called in Sanskrit language, is a social entity, whereas a country, or rashtra, is a political one. Now the questions. Is country needed in order to protect a nation? Of course, as without a stable and able government, protecting the land and territory of a country becomes a real challenge. Terrorism and foreign invasions are one of the great threats as well. In other words, the existence of an effective political state or country is a prerequisite for peace and progress of a nation. Then what could be the threats against this peace and progress? In today's world, especially with rapid intermixing of varied cultures on account of migrating populations, following can come up as threats. 1. Divisive forces. Forces which try to divide a society on the basis of language, religion, race and ethnicity, which otherwise enrich a society. 2. Internal enemies. Three biggest enemies that drain resources from a nation may be corruption, terrorism, and poverty. Any antidote to such threats? Loyalty towards our nation and a national spirit. That's it. A famous quote from Mark Twain says it all. Loyalty to the nation all the time. Loyalty to the government when it deserves. Therefore, unless we see a sense of pride in our nation, we can't be loyal towards it. If our cricket team wins the World Cup, the pride not only belongs to the team alone, but also to the entire nation and the state and the city and the family of each and every team member. This simply means that our nation is nothing but the extension of our own family. Thinking? How can we cultivate this feeling of loyalty and pride towards our country? By bringing some unifying factors in action. 1. Let's respect our geography. 2. Let's take time to understand our rich culture and its traditions. 3. Let's study our language and literature. 4. Let's respect our national symbols like the anthem and the flag. If we don't do it, it still wouldn't change the other nationalities from being proud of their own nation. Isn't it time to make a mark, whether it's playing international cricket or making love to a foreigner?